Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 2v2 Rising Star League in the blue color. This is Dr. Erday. His teammate is him GGs, and together they're called the Routers. On the other side of the map, we have got FKLR 512, and in the yellow, this is Pred Emu, and together they're Biggest Bean. Now, the tournament has a 180-pound prize pool. Not bad at all for these Rising Stars. Rising Stars means that there's no tip-top players, right? The 8 top players in S tier have been essentially locked out. That's determined by their 1v1 performance in tournaments. Basically, we have this leapfrogging tier system. You beat someone, you take their place, they get shifted down by 1. That's how that works. And 2v2 is kind of this little side biz we've got going on. It exists outside of the tier system, but it still gets impacted by it somewhat. All right, we've got some completely normal build orders. Generator third here. That might have been a generator second, and it's being followed up by a double barracks, so very aggressive here, looking to take over those middle mini bases supposedly, which are... well, there's very little mini bases here on the 2v2 version of Frontier, of course. The back mini is, of course, just a backup, essentially. Pred Emu very slow on his buildings. Not sure what happened here. Did he not gather enough supplies? You can already see the others are done with their buildings, so I'm really confused as to what happened there. But I guess he must have just gone very quickly for his mini base to secure it. Sometimes that works out. Got some Hellbringers. Him GG's working on the armory, and then a hero supposedly. That's a very late 5th building as well, but he might have recycled there. I wasn't exactly watching. Also, he's doing this front base business. But yeah, here comes the double rush, the double Rex rush, and the pump of brutes is certainly on. Dr. Erday was playing as Vortis, by the way, and we've got Cutter here in him GG's. We got a Serena and Atriox on the other side. I'm rusty with my casting, man. Should have probably started with that. Got the Grenadier boys doing their goo business. They all sucked it up already. I like those mines. Imagine if Dr. Erday walks over that. Oh, he already did with the grunt. But here comes the other one. Oh god. Oh, little grunts. That hurt. Oh man. But yeah, you gotta chase down these brutes, definitely. Pred Emu with a mini base deal, but that's getting cleaned up as well. Alright, this is gonna be fine. But meanwhile, Team Red could capture some power nodes. There's definitely nothing stopping them from doing so. Freezing over the barracks will block the sniper from coming out. That's also quite nice stuff. We've got a hero here. Atriox is chosen. But it's a baby. It's not upgraded just yet. Barracks freezing over there. Again. The sniper is not in best shapes, honestly. Gets picked off there in the end. There are, after all, several red snipers guarding this location, so it's gonna be very difficult to actually get rid of FKLR over here. In fact, Team Blue is making a really good push happen, but can they stop Atriox is chosen? He's finally upgraded, but I guess the brutes could do it. Mines weren't placed in a way that was defensive. We've got another Grenadier boy right in the middle of the infantry. All the goo is hurting infantry quite a bit, and the explosion as well. The sniper's not very high in HP right now. The mines might actually detonate. Oh my god! Everyone's toast. That was brutal. Okay, I think, guys, Team Blue is cleaning up. We're looking at 7 population here. 36 for FKLR, but for how long? Infantry's getting wrecked, man. Dr. Erde on at least 20. Him GG's on around 40. They should be able to just keep pushing here. And Cutter, well, you're about to unlock all the SD drop there, I'm thinking. Sometimes things go slower in 2v2s with leader power progression because there's not as many mini bases. But we got the Mexican gen. Sick. Two snipers in the back should be keeping the infantry at bay for the most part, but that new sniper's probably not safe. The Spartan's gonna wreck it. Oh, the good dodge on the grenades, by the way. Just gonna change direction and you'll be off to the races. But yeah, the 2 snipers are still too much, and then of course the watchtowers will be covering the area also. You can't approach this with infantry very easily, especially short range stuff. Marines can, I guess, shoot from outside of it, but it's awkward. Not much space for it. Right, Pred, we're supposedly reaching tier 2 soon, right? No, not even close. Oh my god, he's on not even 500 power, now working on that power node. But not before Dr. Erde captures it. Team Blue just has all the power nodes basically, guys, except this one. New base for MGG is coming up. No tier 2 for him, but for Dr. Erde there is. And he's getting out Warridus, which, you know, if you reach your 5th leader point, then Cataclysm could be a factor here. Not much to stop that hero with, except the 4 snipers. So, gonna take care of the 4 snipers, and then Warridus can actually go to work. Okay, Team Blue now has a few snipers themselves. But it looks like this Chosen just stabilized the game here. There's not much from Dr. Erde right now. He's on 12 population. This game turned around. I guess he was trying to fight 2v1 there. So, that's a factor. Well, try to not run over the mines. Huh? Gutex? Really? That is not something you see this early on normally. It's just not a very good leader power. It's really good to like get some extra oomph out of Cataclysm, but other uses not so great. Oh god, the infantry clumps up and here comes the beam to delete them. Oh man, and they were slowed of course by the ice. I think even the Spartan's gonna get it at this rate. Wait, the snipers aren't chasing. Never mind, we're gonna get rid of the Warriors too. Yeah, Team Red's turning this around, man. Can't hit the Banshees, however, with the Chosen or the Snipers, so those might have a little bit of potential here, but there's just not enough of them. And how do you actually save the base when there's Marines around to shoot down the Banshees? Could drop down the heal, I suppose, but there's so much anti-building damage here. I think Dr. Erde is losing the base, and his partner HimGGs doesn't have enough stuff to help him out. And these aren't even Dark Skies boosts just yet. They're just normal. Huh? Sir, that is an anti-building power for the most part. It should not have been used on a hero, certainly. Archer Missile is just not that great against heroes or any powerful single targets like that. Buildings, on the other hand, it can do a lot. Oh boy. Tier 2 is achieved for our Captain Cutter player. It's gonna be a swap into some vehicles, but how do you stop all this? Vortog isn't gonna cut it. Maybe Kodiak spam under turrets? If Team Red attacks together, that's gonna be very difficult to stop, guys. Continuing with the Banshees. This is also relatively easy to stop as long as you have some anti-air, especially the banished anti-air is super good. So I think Pred Emu should just swap over to Reaver production. He's still got a little bit of population left. Get like 4 Reavers, spin them, and they basically don't get hit. Wolverine's less great of an option. They're just not really able to dodge. So that is, I think, one reason for the UNSC plus banished mix. That you delegate the banished player to the anti-air duties and UNSC can just focus on actual fighting units more. Stuff to push bases with. But then there's the brutes. They flip it. These guys flipped it on its head. A little bit of drop turret support here from our Serena. The ODSTs are in, but they're not particularly good against any of this. Especially when the army is so spread out, especially when they get frozen, especially when there's snipers in the fight. Banshees are having to come over to help clean up, and they're doing so against the snipers for the most part, but they're dodging and the base is dead anyway. Team Red's doing a great job here. It might indeed be the biggest bean. I mean, Banshees will eventually tickle this infantry to death. They're not that bad at it. And these poor guys can't shoot back. But they got their value. They destroyed the base. Oh, and there's this. Another Archer missile. It's not gonna do anything. Oh man, that's the second time. Serena's big drop is in. Dr. Erde might just be screwed. Yeah, now that there's Reavers, good luck with those Banshees getting anything done. It'll be needed. Even if they're standing still, they're gonna do a number to the Banshees. Got a highly upgraded Warriors. That's like the one thing that's still here. How did this shield come up? Oh no. FKLR allowed it. The tanks didn't do their jobs. But anyway, as I was saying, the Banshees can't handle that many Reavers. They might be killing the tanks, yeah, but Banshees themselves are gonna be toast. Ice Cream Truck unpacking, probably looking to get closer to the base. There's a reinforcing line of units coming across the map. Mostly brutes. Not much coming from FKLR. He has a bunch of money, just not spending it. Getting Kodiaks out now. They're gonna be those ice Kodiaks, of course. First Vultures out for Team GG's. And a Cataclysm, but there's almost nothing in it. And what's in it gets out with a teleport. So, yeah, that really didn't work, did it? 1 star on the Chosen, of course. Pred Emu is not going tier 3 just yet. Working into Locusts might not be the best idea. If there's going to be enough Vultures, then a comeback might be possible for Team Blue. But it's very hard to mass Vultures on one base. In fact, it's just not possible. Dr. Erde is on 0 population right now and barely any resources to afford buildings. And he's got no supply pads, essentially. So him GG's has to do everything by himself, and his one vulture is getting picked off. Yeah, you're just not going to be able to remake it on so little economy. Spartan's gonna probably get picked off. There's a lot of slowing action coming in from the Chosen here. Actually eliminates the mine there. Oh wait, no, he walked over it in the end. But he still... The Kodiak shots were also shelling and chilling him. Life's difficult. Shield is pretty healthy, so the Marines can turtle under it for a moment and at least take care of these brutes. But I think what's coming is gonna be too much. There's Locusts here. This is a base-breaking army. Team Red owns the majority of the map, by far, including many power nodes. They're playing really well, actually. That was a little bit of iffiness in the beginning, but they sure stabilized, and they're looking really strong right now. We gotta activate the love beams for the Locust, I think, guys. What do you think? Get some banished Pride March going. Well, I think we've been here before. Unless there's another Cataclysm right now, this army is gonna evaporate the base as well. Doesn't look like Cataclysm is ready to go. It's been just a handful of minutes. I don't think long enough. Nice nuke, but it barely tickles. MGG's is about to lose his main, and Team Blue is toast, guys. That's it. Is our day gonna fight 2v1? Nah, we're blowing up the base. There we go. Alright, Biggest Bean takes game 1. This is the best of 3. There's more chances. Says that went terrible for him. Did it though? Did great. The start was iffy, but I think that was fine. Oh! Here comes the suck. Alright, no grand finale there. Here we are with game number 2. Oh, they picked a band leader. Okay, yeah, that's not good. They should be leaving the game. I've told them to resign. This game is invalid. You can't be having Forge in there. So now let me look up the penalty. Forge was banned by the other team. In the event that an invalid leader is picked, the opposing team may pick any leader for the team with the invalid pick. And they may repick their own. Okay, there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we had a little bit of an issue where Team Blue over here picked Forge. Forge was banned, and our rules say that when you pick a banned leader, the other team gets to repick their own leaders, and they pick your leader too. So Dr. Erday and his buddy Him GG's is receiving the penalty here in the form of having to play Serena and Kinsano. Brutal. On the other side of the map, the guys who can repick their own leaders as well. This is FKLR. and Pred Emu. Together, they're playing as Colony and Cutter. Now, Cutter isn't necessarily a leader that will stomp Serena or Kinsano, but Colony certainly can. And there must be something there about the combination. Oh, soon detonation on Hell Charge here. Didn't expect to see Hell Charge. The initial units here are kicking the banished butt. What is going on? Skid Chopper finally is out. That should have been maybe a little bit faster. Or the rest of the unit should have waited, but now... Actually, Dr. Erde and MGGs is making this work in the early game. They've got the double middle mini. But now they're clumping up and they're taking so much splash damage from that beam on the Skitterer. It's nasty. That chopper just completely turned this around. There were no reinforcing units whatsoever, nor are there any buildings on the mini base for MGGs, and that means that all the power is still here. All the other power is still there as well. So with Team Red having an okay position, they should be able to take this over. There's going to be another chopper and skid combo, I'm hoping, from FKLR, and then the Goliath production can begin. It's very difficult to stop. Only thing is, he should have upgraded this power extractor earlier, but hopefully he's getting enough power to do so. Because the other team... Oh, wait, what? The other team didn't get any power either, so... What happened with him GG's here? Is this a generator 5th? What is going on? Doesn't have an upgraded gen. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna try to make Jackrabbits. That's gonna take up all the power generation he's got, especially if he adds in some Hellbringers. Yeah, it's Hellbringers. He's not the Serena. Oh, this is tough. Power getting picked up by Pred Emu here. And him GG's base is kind of getting wrecked. How are they gonna stop Goliaths? Sure, there's a bunch of Cryo Troopers. That is looking okay. The Hellbringer drop is a nice idea. If this base keeps pumping Marines, maybe there's a possibility. Huh? What? What is going on? Is FKLR boosting Pred Emu over here? He's got 3 generators. Oh my god. That's insane. He's putting all his money into this. But why? They're giving so much map control to Team Blue. Getting grenade throw now. Soon a Spartan as well. Yeah, definitely getting boosted by Pred Emu. Sorry, by FKLR. Well, they do say sharing is caring, I guess. But now neither guy has a lot of army. There's some Marines here, but it's not very scary. Did these guys seriously not leave the mines? Oh, man. No way. I really thought they were just gonna leave. Like that. They didn't, though. That was felt. Oh god, the suicide grunts are gonna wipe this entire army, aren't they? Oh god, oh god. There's nothing left. Team Blue's toast and they're facing someone with 3 generators. What can you do? Marines should be able to just run this down at this point, and then ODST drop is next, supposedly. Pred Emu can go tier 2 behind this as well. And has a Spartan out, so yeah, that's pretty good stuff overall. There are no turrets here, but there's 1 turret and another one in production. These guys just gonna push? They should. Turret's getting blasted pretty badly by the grenades, but also the flamer drop is helping out quite a lot against the Marines. That's kind of nice. Together with the anti-infantry turret, they should be able to hold, but ODST drop still coming in. The Spartans here, and we've got a good amount of healing. Anti-infantry turret isn't gonna love those detonations. Certainly not gonna love the Goliath. Is that what I think it is? Nice. Just need 10 more of those. At least. That's not how that works, sir. Oh no. Freddy Muse says very greedy. No one man should have that much power. He's spending the money though, it's good. It is good. But this isn't happening. No way. Oh god, the buildings are getting stripped off. That's so nasty. Base is getting chilled now as well. Team Blue is eliminated, gamers. The biggest bean is victorious in this initial best of 3 in the tournament. They're gonna be moving on now into the, I think, winners semi-finals already. Neat. Well done. The Routers have to go through the losers bracket. They have another life, so that's really not too bad. And you're just confirming, yeah, they're going to the winners semi-finals. GG's. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.